What is the name of the city that the superhero Batman lives?
Lives or is from?
Lives in.
Well, shit, I've never. Is it?
What?
Does he live in? I'm gonna say Krypton because I know that's where he's from.
Oh my God.
Is it Chicago?
So
What the fuck, Big T?
That's so bad.
Wait, no, it's Metropolis.
No, stop.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's
No.
making it worse. You're making it worse.
What is it?
Wait, do I say?
Wait, do I get a chance to? I
Wait,
think
no,
I get
your
5
questions
separate
are
questions.
different.
Can I
No.
just tell you the answer?
It's Metropolis.
No, you're thinking about Superman, you moron.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
she said.
Superman.
No, I didn't. I said,
said
Batman.
Batman.
Oh, Batman lives in fucking Gotham.
Yeah.
That's you said.
No.
She said Superman.
she didn't.
She didn't.
She said Superman. Do you want to find a trustworthy dealer and dealership reviews from shoppers like you? Cars.com offers the latest research, shopping tools, and dealership reviews to help every shopper find the perfect car. Shop by monthly payment or filter by features to find the cars that fit your budget and needs. Everybody knows how difficult car shopping can be. Cars.com makes that super easy. A lot of filters, you can find the perfect car for you. It's all so much better on Cars.com. Visit Cars.com and start exploring your next possibility today.
All right, December 17th. It's Tuesday morning. We got Arian,
Tuesday.
myself, Big T, Mad Dog, McKenzie. Go listen to the broadcast of Mook Can't Sleep from last Thursday night. We had a fun time on that. If you want to hear Mad Dog and McKenzie and myself get wine drunk and Big T just get relaxed. Did you have wine?
I had several sips of white wine. I thought I took a sip. I was like, that's not that bad. And then I drank a little bit of it. I was like, it's not that good either.
Yeah, I was slapping the bag. I was having some Franzia.
Yeah.
Been a long time since I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
I paid the price the next morning. Paid the price. Had a doctor's appointment. So let me tell you a little bit about my doctor's appointment on Friday. Aaron, you've probably done this before. Had like a cardio stress test.
Yes.
Yeah, where they hook you up and they put you on the treadmill, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was very, very hungover on Friday going to this thing. And
Oh, that's the worst.
yeah,
Why would you do it before you?
I didn't mean to. I got carried away. With Mook Can't Sleep.
What time was the thing at?
I had to be there at 10:45.
Oh, because
And
we
then-
got out of here at what, 3:30?
About
Mhm.
3:30.
So you had little sleep and you were still a little drunk / hungover. That's maybe the worst time to do a stress test.
Yeah, I don't think I was still drunk, but I was fuzzy because I was hungover.
Yeah.
So I get there, I take off my shirt. The lady straps the EKG things to my chest,
Hell
and
yeah.
I get on the treadmill, and I was like, "What's the record here?" And she was like, "I had this one guy that went for about 15 minutes on here before he made it stop." And I was like, "Okay, all right, I'm gonna try to beat that." So I get on the treadmill. You put you on an incline. You start walking, and then every like 2 minutes, they take your blood pressure and they increase the level of the treadmill, and they turn up the speed. So you're going uphill and you're running. I go and I keep asking her, I'm like, "Have I beaten that guy yet?" And she's like, "Nope, you haven't." And then after about like 12 minutes, and I think by that time the incline was on like, I want to say 8% incline, and it was going like 7, 8, maybe 7 miles an hour. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm not here to like prove anything. My heart's beating fine. I just got to stop. So I just stopped. And then it took me a second to recover. And I was like, so who was that guy that came in here and dominated? And she's like, "Oh yeah, that guy, he's a marathon runner. He did the Boston Marathon." I was like, "I wish you had told me that so that I didn't try to compete against this guy that I was never going to beat. Instead, I just put up a very average performance on the treadmill. But if I had known that I was going up against like athletic competition, I would have just been like, fuck this, and quit after about probably 6 or 7 minutes once they got all their info. But the heart's good. So I was pumped about that. And then after I was done, the doctor leaves the room, and I turn around and I throw up. So that was nice. I must have smelled so bad.
What'd you get the stress test for? Just check up?
Yeah, just checking out the heart, checking out the ticker.
Cool, man. I'm glad you're healthy, man.
Got blood work done. Trying to set a nice baseline before I turn 40.
That is it's like the halfway point of your life, kind of like
Yeah.
downhill from there.
Yeah. It's kind of, I mean, hopefully, but also maybe hopefully not the halfway point.
Depends, you know.
Yeah, I hope I'm
You
still.
might need them.
I hope I'm still before the peak of the hill. But yeah, what's the average life expectancy for a dude? Like 77, 78?
I think it's 75.
Oh,
But yeah, around the ballpark there. I mean, I don't know. I would be guessing.
but that's because that takes into account everybody that dies when they're
Yeah, what's the
like-
median?
It-
like
It's-
infant mortality.
It's 77.4 years.
Okay.
Is that
dating back to-
average or median?
Is that globally or just in the
Average.
US?
Median life.
I think it's
No,
US.
just the U.S. Oh,
US.
just for. It says the median is the same, so I'm not really sure what the difference is.
What's the mode?
Yeah, I'm seeing 77
Yeah.
median.
Okay.
I forget what the mode is.
Mode is most.
Most frequent repeating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mode life expectancy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Again, I'm seeing 74. But again,
what's the mean?
I think that was also 77.
yeah, I don't think they have a mode.
There's no mode? Like, what's the age that
What's
most
the
people
most
die at?
people die at?
Yeah. Was it 27? Is that all the rock stars?
Yeah.
Shit, that's bad.
Club 27.
It just says 85 and over
Okay.
is when the most people are dying, which is like, yeah, fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about today. Number one, let's talk about these drones. Let's talk about these New Jersey drones. Aaron, have you seen these?
I've seen these pictures and some videos. It's interesting.
You have any thoughts?
I mean, I don't know because I haven't done any like real research, and to my knowledge, there isn't like an official statement by anybody claiming they know what it is. So, kind of just like everybody else, looking at the tweets and the images, speculating.
Big T, what are your thoughts?
So I was very convinced at first that there are military. Because if they were anything else, we'd shoot them down.
Yeah.
Then I saw this video. I sent it to y'all. If you haven't seen it, it's from at Corey Yeshua, Kory, on Twitter. And he just co-opted it from, it's John.Ferguson730 on TikTok is this guy. And he runs some company who makes drones for different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a 9-minute explainer, basically. And he is of the belief that they are searching for some sort of nuclear material.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that's one of the theories about it.
I mean, he seemed to know what he was talking about. So, and I guess that would explain why the lack of explanation from anyone.
Yeah. So, what I've seen, and I've looked at like almost every video, there are some drones up there for sure. There's a lot of airplanes that people are just taking pictures of and videos.
I'm sure there are.
And being like, look at this drone going through the sky. Let me tell you this: if it was like a foreign drone, if it was like an Iranian drone, do you think it'd be flying over U.S. airspace with like its safety lights illuminated?
Yeah, I don't believe they are a foreign adversary.
I think it's a combination of just airplanes and helicopters that are.
But some are unquestionably drones.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of airplanes and helicopters. Some are drones. I think some are military drones, U.S. military drones. I think some are like private drones, just people that have the quad rotors or whatever, just like recreational drones that people are now flying up in the air to get in on the drone craze. And then I think there are probably some like company drones out there, some contractor drones, whether it's somebody that's like working for the government or like a private contractor doing it. But now people are just pointing their camera at anything in the sky and being like, look, I think I see a drone up there. And it's just clearly like a small jet.
What was that video they had that was kind of like in unison? There was like two rows of them and they were kind of like circulating. It looked like there was like a pattern. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I saw that one. That's a time lapse of planes landing at Newark Airport.
So those were planes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Just the
good,
planes
right?
that keep coming in.
That's another thing that I get fucked up with sometimes in my YouTube algorithm. When I fall asleep at night, sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and it will be like a 6-hour video of the air traffic control at Heathrow Airport.
Love that. You know what you can never watch on YouTube or it becomes your whole thing? Never put on a fireplace on YouTube.
Yeah.
You'll get 70. It's just your entire suggested is just different fireplaces.
I kind of like the idea, though, of a fireplace on YouTube.
No, yeah, it's great for a little, but just make sure you want your entire YouTube algorithm to be Christmas fireplaces.
How much variety are we looking at with all the different fireplaces?
you could, infinite.
Give me 3 logs.
Okay.
And maybe 3 stockings.
You know, my favorite
maybe
one
4 stockings.
There is one of, who's the actor who plays Ron Swanson? Don't say his name. His name is Nick Offerman.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one of him sitting in front of a fire drinking Lagavulin whiskey, and he actually sits there for like 8 hours. And he'll occasionally get up and he'll go pour another glass of whiskey, and then he sits back down, and he sits there for, it's 8 or 12 hours.
That's a great idea.
And he just sits there and stares at the camera.
Just drinking scotch?
Yep.
That's a great idea for a video. The fireplaces, I could get behind that. Do you remember that movie The Net with Sandra Bullock?
I do not.
I bet that does not hold up well. But it came out in the late 90s, and it was like the late 90s imagination of what the internet will be one day. And so at the beginning, they try to make her look like she's like a loser tech geek. She's like addicted to technology. And they start to show her how she goes about her daily life to make it seem like, wow, this is really sad that this woman's this dependent on technology. But some of the examples that they have in that opening scene, she's in her house by herself. She's got a fireplace on her computer that she's watching, and she orders takeout on her computer, and it shows up at her door. And it's supposed to be like a scary thing, like, oh, look how technology has made her a slave.
I did both of those yesterday.
Yeah. I feel like if you watch the beginning of that, that's just like normal life now. But I don't know, it's a pretty solid movie, or at least it felt like it at the time. I bet it sucks now. But I might have to get in on this YouTube fireplace action.
It's good.
I do like calming music sometimes. That's how I have to wake up my daughter, because she's like an asshole in the morning unless you wake her up like fucking zen. Like, it's so annoying, but I have to do it. So that sometimes pops in my algorithm. And then like 4 or 5 hour long documentaries on evolution, I always wake up to those.
You wake up to evolution documentaries?
Yeah, and they're so long too. Like, and it's the dude with it's talking about how we evolved. Like, it's just crazy from fish to, and it's like long as shit. It's wild.
So have you learned anything new about them?
About what?
Have you learned anything new about evolution through all the documentaries?
It's not something I like science videos. I don't think I've ever really looked at evolution specifically, but it always pops up. Like I'll wake up to it. Just like, it's nothing I actively seek out. I like evolution. It's cool, but it's nothing like that interests me too much.
It sounds like y'all might have a problem I have. What percentage of the time are you going to sleep voluntarily?
What do you mean?
Like, what percentage of days do you put your phone away, turn your TV off, and go to sleep intentionally? And what percentage of days do you fall asleep?
I fall asleep intentionally every day.
Oh, well, you said you fall asleep with like YouTube on.
Yeah, I put on the blindfold, and then I've got the Bluetooth earbuds that are in, and I put on like YouTube, and I fall asleep.
Yeah, I can't fall asleep to silence.
But are you watching the YouTube thing until you fall asleep, or you don't turn it off and go to sleep?
I start listening, and then I fall asleep.
He needs ambience noise in the background to fall asleep, if I'm hearing you correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the same with me.
Like the other night, I put on the Adam Friedland Show. Very funny program. Big T, have you heard it? Have you listened to it?
No.
I watched him do, was it Destiny?
Yeah, that's the one that I listened to.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Dude, the Adam Friedland Show is awesome. So Adam Friedland,
so
he used to be on Cumtown with Nick Mullen and Stavi. And then Nick and Adam have their own talk show that they started. And it's fucking awesome. He's such a funny interviewer. I fell asleep listening to his interview with Destiny, the streamer, which is just a bizarre conversation. Like, I don't know how anyone can have a conversation with Destiny, because he's always trying to like win the conversation. It's really bizarre. And then when I woke up in the middle of the night, it was Adam Friedland interviewing Chet Hayes. And that rocked.
Yeah. It's dope.
Yeah, we should get Adam on the show sometime. I bet he'd come on.
Yeah.
He interviewed Dave. This was like maybe a year ago.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah. And he was very nervous leading into that interview. He called me and he was like, what can I talk to Dave about? And he asked me like probably 40 questions. I was like, yeah, I mean, I can try to point you in the right direction, but like I can't predict what Dave's going to do. But it's a very funny show.
Yeah.
Very funny. So I fell asleep listening to that the other night, and then this morning I woke up and my algorithm had pointed me towards something that was pretty interesting, actually. It was an interview with a guy who said that he killed JFK. And I believe this guy. That's the crazy part about it.
Okay.
His name's James Earl Files. He also goes by James Sutton. So this guy, I think he's out of prison right now, but he was in prison for attempted murder on a police officer. He was associated with the Chicago outfit, meaning like the Chicago mob back in the day. And he was like a known associate of them. And he has a story about, his entire life story is like he grew up in Chicago. He got, kind of like loosely affiliated. He joined the military, went over to Laos in the Vietnam era. And in Laos, that's where we were not supposed to be having like special forces or anything. But we had people over there that were doing like, I think they called it sterile work, where they weren't wearing dog tags, didn't have like American patches on their uniforms. They were over there from the United States military, but they couldn't identify themselves as being like official U.S. military people because one, I think it would have been a war crime, and two, if they were captured, then they didn't want them to be held hostage or anything. Just like if you get captured, you're going to get executed. Deal with it. So this guy was over there for a long time. Came back, started doing some jobs for the mafia. I don't think he ever explicitly said he was a hitman, but he was a hitman. That's what he did. And then he got an assignment to go down to Dallas. And so he goes down there with a couple of his partners who are like legitimate known mafia guys from Chicago, like very high up people in the Chicago mafia. So he goes down there, meets up with Lee Harvey Oswald. And Lee Harvey Oswald, his job is to like show the guys around, drive them around Dealey Plaza, because they got some information about where the parade was going to be and like what corners he was going to be going around. They knew what the parade route was going to be. And so Lee Harvey Oswald, his job was to like drive them around, show them all the streets, get them familiar with the area so that when it was time for them to get the fuck out, they knew how to get the fuck out. So it was this guy, James Files, and some of his bosses in the mob that were down there. One of his bosses said that he was going to be the primary assassin and was going to go up in this building. And then James Files' assignment was to be down like in the area of the grassy knoll behind a construction fence that was set up. And he had this pistol. It was called a Fireball. And it was like a pistol that had a scope on it. So it was accurate up to like a couple 100 yards as opposed to just like 50, 60 feet or whatever. So he's about to get stationed behind this thing, and his boss tells him, like, I'm going to take the shots. If I don't kill him, then it's your job to kill him. And we're trying to do a headshot here so that we know that he's dead. And his boss shoots a couple times. JFK moves around, gets shot. He, like, grabs at his neck. And then Files points his gun, shoots using, like, a fragmented round. So they weren't going to be able to find, it wasn't going to ricochet. They weren't going to find like the bullet anywhere. Fires a fragmented round at the front of his head, hits him in the left temple, which is why his head moved backwards. And then he was able to put his gun into a briefcase and get the fuck out of there. And then he said that Lee Harvey Oswald's job was to go put a rifle in the school book depository. And then they found the rifle. They saw Lee Harvey Oswald exiting. They captured him. Then he got shot by Ruby, who was also involved in the entire conversation. But
So
I think I believe the guy.
no, you don't.
I think I do. If you listen to him, so he's given 2 interviews on camera, and they're both like an hour long, and each time the details in the story are exactly the same, and it makes sense. So his explanation for why the mob killed JFK with the help of the CIA was because Kennedy pulled the plug on the Bay of Pigs at the last second. So this guy, Files, he had allegedly trained a bunch of Cuban exiles, and Files, I think he's part Cuban too. He had trained a bunch of Cuban exiles to storm the Bay of Pigs and to try to overthrow the Castro government. They trained for months in, I think it was Alabama, and right at the time of the invasion, JFK decides at the last second, no, I'm not going to offer United States military support to it. We're not going to assist in the invasion, because he was afraid that the U.S. invaded Cuba, then Russia was going to start a war with us, or respond in kind and maybe launch some nukes, maybe do something else. But he's afraid of what the Russian response would be. So JFK pulled the plug on it. All the guys that this guy trained they were left high and dry, and they were all just slaughtered on the beach. And they were taken prisoner, they were tortured. That stuff's all true. So this guy and the mafia, they were pissed off at JFK for doing that. And the CIA was pissed off at JFK for doing that too, because they had helped train these guys and set up the operation, and then he just bailed out. So they were all pissed at him, and they thought, this guy's got to go. And so they had the mafia, in conjunction with this guy, James Files, go down there and kill him. And he also implicated George H.W. Bush a little bit.
You said Jack Ruby was part of the whole thing with Lee Harvey Oswald?
Jack Ruby was involved in the plan. He wasn't like part of the assassination.
Correct, but that you're saying that Oswald knew that he was going to get killed by Jack Ruby?
No, Oswald did not know that. No, the whole.
Well, you said he was part of the
I'm not
conversations.
I'm not saying the entire, like, obviously Oswald didn't plan on getting arrested and then getting shot as he was being transported. But he got arrested. He didn't get away. And then Ruby was like, that's a loose end. I got to tie it up. And then shot him. And then if you look deeper into it, Jack Ruby, when he went to prison, he went insane. He went insane over the course of his prison tenure. And he started to go insane after he was paid a visit by an MK Ultra associated doctor.
So this Files guy, what is his motivation to reveal all of this?
He just feels like it's time to talk about it. All the other people that are associated with this are dead. So he's not implicating anybody else, just himself. Like all the mob bosses, I think all of them were taken out in mob hits in like the 70s or 80s.
You really believe this?
I think I do. And when he talked about it, he wasn't selling a book. He wasn't trying to make money off of it. He said, nobody's going to prosecute me for this because they've already closed the book on it. So I might as well just talk about it.
He has written a book.
He was...
Or is this a movie?
It was a movie, but that came out, I think, in 2013. The interview came out, I think, in
the 90s.
1992, and then there was another one in like 2002.
Okay, I mean, yeah, more power to you, I guess.
And I think he's been released from... Yeah, he got paroled, it says, in May 2016. If he's in Chicago, if he's in the area, I'd love to have him on the show. Because I tried to figure out how to get in contact with him earlier. He doesn't have a big footprint online at all.
Wonder why.
I'm seeing that he lives in Round Lake Beach, Illinois, which is not too far.
Okay, can we try to reach out to him?
Yeah.
James Files, James Sutton, whatever name you're going by. You seem like a straight shooter. Well, that's a bad choice of words.
Oh,
you seem like you're telling the truth. I would like to give you a platform to have a longer. I swear to God, I didn't mean to do that. But I guess it's true if the shoe fits.
Wait,
man.
So James Sutton?
Yeah, or James Files. He goes by both names. Clip this part, and then we'll put it out there. And if anybody knows the guy or how to get in touch with him, let us know.
By the way,
Maybe
was
he can
where...
and the straight shooter part. You got.
Yeah, keep that. He can come to the office, do the gauntlet. Oh. What's for lunch with Mincy?
Sure, Chaps would love to do one of his shooting videos with him.
Yeah.
By the way, Round Lake Beach, Illinois is where he tried to kill the cops. I don't know if he still lives there.
Okay. So yeah, I also listened to that because I saw what the allegations were and why he was in prison for attempted murder for a long time. He claims that he and one of his associates were, I think, leaving a gas station, and then an unmarked car pulled up next to him, rammed into him. Somebody got out and fired shots into his car, and then the driver grabbed a pistol, fired back, hit one of the guys in the chest, and it turns out that they were undercover, unmarked cops that he didn't know. But who knows? I mean, they didn't have like body cameras or anything on because it was, when was that? The 90s, the 80s,
91.
91. Yeah. So I did some more research into this guy this morning, and there are a couple people that say that there's one or two inconsistencies with his story, but overall, I think a lot of people believe this guy. He might be the guy.
Okay.
Would you?
I get the explanation is a lot more succinct than I think I've heard from any other kind of like real allegation.
Just listen to his interviews.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. You've convinced me enough to keep an open mind about it.
I have an open mind. I'm not saying that he definitely did it. I think he seems credible to me.
Seems credible.
Yeah.
I want to look at the FBI files because I just did a little search on them, and they said that the FBI did investigate his claims and him in general, and they didn't find it to be credible. So I would like to see their explanation for it.
I also think the FBI has reason to not point the finger at him.
What's that?
The federal government. Because I think the federal government they've closed the book on this. They did an investigation. There's a lot of very powerful people that were involved in that investigation, from CIA directors, FBI directors, and I'm sure some of their people are still involved in the federal government and have been for quite some time, where you don't want to say, hey, yeah, they fucked this up, and they fucked it up on purpose because they knew.
Okay. Yeah. I'm in to hear it out.
Especially if the guy's already in prison and the FBI like investigates it, and they can just be like, no, I mean, he's still in prison.
Makes sense.
Is it problematic to platform an assassin?
No, fuck no.
And it's a pretty big part of American history.
I don't think it's problematic to platform anybody. I stand firm on that.
Freedom of speech?
Well, it's just like I want to hear people and their thoughts and their ideas. What the fuck? Does it mean it's like what is it? A retweet doesn't mean an endorsement?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same vibe.
All right. Yeah, we'll get our best people on this. And if you know James Files, James Sutton, Chicago guy, I think part Cuban, former mafia associate, sharpshooter, let us know. All right, so that's what I've been on. How's everybody else's weekend?
Oh man, I had a company dinner for my finance team, and it's the first time that I can remember that I got like really I was hungover yesterday, like legitimately hungover, like legitimately felt like I was gonna die.
I was told this doesn't happen.
Hey man, it is what it is, you know. It got me, and I did do a lot, drank a lot, had a good time, but it's the next day ruined me.
Do you have a method that you use to get not hungover? Like a tried and true?
I try to just hydrate because that's what a hangover is. It's just you're dehydrated. And so I just try to hydrate as much as I can, rest. So I don't have any like special cocktails that you got an egg.
Yeah. You gotta have a special method. Everybody has their like tried and true way.
I don't know that I want to feel that again. So maybe I just not drink so much next time because I drank a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, actually learning your lesson is the best way.
Yeah.
But if you refuse to learn your lesson, you gotta have a method behind the madness. Mine is I do actually take Z-Biotic before I start drinking. I know they're a sponsor of some of the podcasts here at Barstool, but I've been drinking it since probably like 2014, 2015. I don't know, a very long time. And it works if you drink that before you start drinking. And then you hydrate. I have like 2.5 to 5 milligrams of THC. And I have a ginger ale and then a Coke. and then I usually do like some sort of Italian sandwich with salt and vinegar chips, and then I nap.
Sleeping is the big thing.
Yeah.
I was sleeping on hydration, but yeah, shout out to you. I got a homeboy. I got a homeboy who said, "Man, all you need is some fried chicken and Dr. Pepper, man." He said, "That's the fix." He's so for real about that shit too.
That does help. Eating something helps. You know what actually really helps? If you just sweat.
Yeah.
So if you like do a cardiac stress test, it sucks at the time, but you will feel better after you sweat. If you just go into the sauna for a little bit and you get a sweat going, for whatever reason, for me, it's like once I start to push some of that, I don't even know if that's anything bad that I'm sweating out, but once I start to sweat, I just feel better. The anxiety is really the worst for me.
That's what it is. And that's what was getting me yesterday. I was dehydrated and the anxiety was killing me, dog.
I've heard that if you get into a confrontation with somebody, that helps too. Like getting into a public argument.
Oh, just like an okay, I mean like a fight. I'm like, how's this?
No, not like
how's this productive?
not like physically hitting somebody or getting punched. I mean, like if you get so I was talking to, I won't say the person's name, but they're also a podcaster and they go to a lot of gyms and talk about a lot of gyms that they go to, and they live in suburban Los Angeles, and they asked
Just say them, bro.
They asked
Say 'em,
Meghan
Jerry.
Markle out on a date one time.
Oh.
So this unnamed person was telling me like, hey, yeah, I went to the gym today, a little hungover, got into a gym confrontation. Great hangover cure. So like somebody was being messy, re-racking the weights and being inconsiderate with a squat rack. And then this unnamed person was like, hey man, other people are working out here. And they had like a 30-second conversation about it. Got the heart rate up a little bit. Apparently that's a good way to do it.
It makes sense because like you can spike your adrenaline, and that's kind of what anxiety is. It's adrenaline when you're dormant.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Mad Dog McKinsey, you guys have any hangover cures?
Like a long hot shower.
Yeah, I have like a migraine cap that I put on.
Wait, tell me more about
It's
this.
like-
Oh, you
migraine
need that.
cap.
Oh my God, PFT, you need
This
this.
is just like a flexible like hat, and you leave it. I leave it in. You're supposed to leave it in the freezer, but it kind of gets too cold when I leave it in my freezer, so I leave it
Yeah.
in my refrigerator, and then it's like just basically like a cool, calming like hat on your head. And I get migraines a lot, so I use it for that. But when I am hungover and have a migraine, it's very helpful. It's soothing.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
awesome.
helpful.
Yeah.
It's very helpful for a lot of things.
I also like to sweat. Like I try to work out when I'm hungover.
Yeah.
That helps usually because you do feel like you're detoxing. Yeah. Hot shower, long hot shower.
Mm-hmm.
Nap.
I'm going to get this.
It's so great.
Even if you're like don't have a headache, sometimes it's nice to wear.
Yeah.
This obviously has a practical use, as do most of the things you get. But I was saying the other day, PFT, more than anyone I've ever met, loves $12 to $20 things on Amazon.
That's a fact.
You
Like-
did say that the other
Like, I don't know how many you have, but every week it feels like I hear about you buying something new on Amazon that's $18-ish.
And I
That-
feel like you're
yeah.
like hyper fixated on it for a little while, and then you find something new,
Yeah,
like the
the
frother.
frother.
No, I'm still frothing.
But like
Okay.
that was your like you were frothing everything. For
I
a
was
minute.
frothing.
What was
everything.
the most recent one? I'm trying to
A
think.
martini?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant his thing.
Yeah, he bought something a week or two ago, and now I can't remember what it was.
What
But
did I buy a week or two ago?
I forget.
There was something because you did bring this up. I remember you saying that like a week or two ago, Big T.
Was it the sleep blindfold?
Potentially,
yes, that might have been it.
I recently upgraded that
Nice.
to a nicer model. But yeah, I'm getting the migraine thing right now. I do love. You're absolutely right. I'll say $10 to $30 purchases on Amazon. Send me your best ones that you've made, because I will absolutely load up on those.
Speaking of which, are we doing Secret Santa?
We're doing White Elephant here tomorrow. I still have to get my thing. I feel like
Talk about it as a podcast, bro. I ain't worried about.
Do you want to
what y'all
do?
got.
Do you want to do it when you come, like next month, so we can actually do it all in person, like a delayed Secret Santa,
Yeah, yeah,
I like that.
like
yeah.
winter blues, and then it's like wait, last
I'm in.
minute gift.
I am in.
Secret MLK?
Who says no?
I think that's a good idea.
I'm in.
Secret MLK.
Yeah, so send us your best recommendations for shit to get off Amazon between $10 and $30, and I will load up on all this stuff.
Should that be what all the Secret Santa gifts are?
Yeah,
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna look through my.
I'm just smashing purchase now on this. Got it. Migraine
I haven't
cap.
done my Christmas shopping yet either. Fuck.
Oh, Big T's gonna be mad about that. Big
I
T,
mean, you really cut it close.
Big T. When is the
Yeah.
cutoff for when it's acceptable to do Christmas?
I mean,
shopping?
listen, everybody do your own thing. Do whatever you want. I'm done normally by November 1st.
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
I
You're a
am
psycho.
No, that's called planning and being well prepared.
Yeah. Well,
Failing to
I'm not.
prepare is preparing to fail.
Well, you can't fail on Christmas. There's no failing on Christmas. Worst case scenario, like my kids got trust funds. I'm like, shut up.
Wait till you're 18.
Christmas 2039 is going to be a banger.
You'll be very happy with me on that Christmas. Have you guys ever really fucked up Christmas? Like completely forgotten to get a gift for somebody and then had to scramble?
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's not a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I did that to my mom one time when I was like 9,
Oh.
but I still remember it. I still think about it.
That's acceptable.
No,
though.
hey, look at me, man. You need to let that one go.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, I still think about it because
I feel like the age where your
Okay.
dad is also helping you, like
Yeah.
buy the gift for you and stuff.
so every year they would do. You guys remember the Scholastic Book Fair?
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
greatest thing of all time.
Yeah. Would you ever purchase any actual books at that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of I still remember the Jeff Francoeur poster I got at the Scholastic Book Fair in whatever his rookie year was, 05, 06.
I got a lot of baseball almanacs. Yeah.
I had to buy books in order to get the fun stuff.
Okay, so it was like if you're gonna get the
Long
spiral-
eraser.
Yeah, the spiral notebook
Yeah.
with the unicorns on it.
I also have to get the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every year at that Scholastic Book Fair, I would do my Christmas shopping like for my parents at that. That was kind of like they encouraged you to do that. And then one year I forgot to buy something for my mom. So I had like something for my brother, something for my dad, something for my aunt, something for my grandparents. And I forgot to get something for my mom, which that's the bad part is because like everybody else, I had something for them. And they would like wrap it up in Christmas wrapping paper and stuff because they were telling kids, get stuff for your family. And I was like, oh, shit. I remember I was in my room Christmas morning. And I was just delaying exiting my room to go unwrap my presents because I knew I didn't have anything for my mom. And then I just got a UNC Tar Heels hat from my closet that I owned. And then I just wrapped that. I just gave her I gave her my hat. I think she knew.
I did that shit when I was a kid. We was poor, and I went to my homeboy's birthday party. I didn't have nothing to give him, so I took like this old video game that I never played. It was like some shitty baseball game. Wrapped it up and gave it to him. That was fun times.
Yeah.
He was appreciative though.
Yeah, that thought sticks with me, which is why I try to not wait too long for Christmas shopping now.
My expectations are so low for Christmas because I didn't grow up celebrating Christmas. So anything that anybody does is just like a plus for me as an adult. So it's just really dope. I just enjoy the time.
Yeah.
Do y'all like getting gifts from like extended family and things like that? Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
love how you asked us a question and didn't give a shit what we thought.
Well, let me explain and then I want your answer.
I got you.
I don't like getting gifts from many people because I don't want to be giving a bunch of adults gifts that, like, you know,
Fair.
your wife, your girlfriend, obviously, your parents, things like that. But like, I don't need to be getting slippers from a cousin, you know, like,
Yeah.
and nor do I need to be getting you stuff. We're adults.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you feel that way?
I have a problem with it when it's unannounced and unexpected.
Oh, well, that for sure.
Then I'm like, wait, we're doing that?
Yes, agreed.
Which is why I kind of prefer smaller Christmases.
100%.
I like a small Christmas. And for me and my family, we never really went all out at Christmas. Like it was never, I think we stopped giving gifts when I was like 15 or like 14. And my parents were just like, yeah, you know, if you really need something, then you can ask us for it. But we're just going to hang out and we started doing the thing where you'd like volunteer on Christmas. You go somewhere and volunteer,
That's dope.
which is fun because you're still spending time together as a family. But then once you blend that type of Christmas with like a different family or extended family that might celebrate Christmas in like a much more gifty type way, then it gets awkward because you're like, oh shit, was I supposed to get you something?
Yeah.
But yeah, Big T, I'm kind of with you. If you're getting gifts for like extended family, unless they're kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Then
Like
that's fine.
I love getting my uncle has kids who are like 5 and 7. I love giving them Christmas presents, but like adults,
Yeah. Fellas,
there are like 3 adults that I need to give Christmas presents.
is it gay to give a Christmas present to your 30-year-old cousin? It kind of might be.
It's not fun, and you're not getting anything good.
What was the best Christmas present you ever got
From anyone?
from anyone? Yeah.
The original Xbox and Madden 2004 in, I guess it would have been Christmas of 03. And so my dad and I plugged in the Xbox, put in Madden 04, greatest sports game ever, and started playing it. And that was like the one Christmas that there were snow flurries in Georgia.
Yeah.
And we turned the game on. And I need to ask him. I don't know if he turned the snow on the game or if it just happened to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, look, it knows that it's snowing. And I was like, holy shit, this is the coolest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was awesome. That was the best.
That's a great Christmas present. That was an awesome video game too.
The best.
Yeah.
And I was a Falcons fan, so like using Mike Vick in that game,
The best.
coolest shit ever.
Mad Dog McKenzie, you guys have a favorite Christmas present?
My Wii, that was a big one. Like
Yeah.
that's like the one I remember. My reaction is that would have been 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Wii, that hit hard.
Yeah, well, my family got a Wii. We used to do this tradition, which I don't know where it comes from, but we had a pickle ornament, and my parents would hide the pickle ornament, and we would find it, and we would get like a group gift.
Once you found it?
Yeah, and the Wii was one. I got a cell phone for Christmas when I was in like 7th or 8th grade.
Mhm.
My first one, and my parents like called it, and it was in my stocking, and I was so excited. But yeah, that's probably the big ones.
Arian, do you have a favorite Christmas present?
I don't know that I've ever. I mean, people have gotten me things, but nothing's ever stuck like that. And I don't want to sound like ungrateful, but I don't like getting gifts in general. I'm not good at that. So I always tell people don't give me anything. So nothing really sticks out. I think it's just like all thoughtful stuff. Like I remember one time, Shorty got me for like your trunk where you put all your golf stuff in, like your shoes, tees, balls, whatever the case may be. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. I like
Yeah,
that.
But yeah, stuff like that. But actually, I hate getting gifts. Like I don't like it.
Did you guys ever do like Elf on the Shelf?
No, I feel like I
Is
missed that.
Is that the thing where you just keep moving it around?
Yeah.
I think we did that 2 years ago. Yeah.
I have a young cousin that they used to live in Maryland, so they would come up and stay with my family. So when she was a kid, we would like, me and my siblings would help my aunt like move it around our house because the elf would like travel with them because they would spend Christmas morning with us. So we would help with that, but I never had it as a kid. I think it was like way after.
Yeah, I think it started like after I stopped believing Santa.
You know what I saw at recently is Snoop on a stoop,
Oh, I was out with one this weekend.
and I almost bought one.
I like that.
Yeah, my friends have one. It's the best.
But I just, what good is that to me? But
Mad Dog, when did you stop believing in Santa?
I was like 8.
Oh, wait. If you got kids in the
Oh,
car.
spoiler alert.
Wait, can we do a retroactive?
you knew that was coming though, because there was a 30-second lead into that.
Okay.
Should we put a spoiler in there?
We also were talking about the elf on the shelf.
Right. Also, if your young children are listening to the show,
Maybe it's on in the car.
Maybe they're in
the
on the
car.
way to school.
I'd be nervous. I was 8 and I found gifts in the back of my mom's car.
What'd she say?
She, I think, wanted to put me up for adoption in that moment.
She was mad at you?
Oh, she was pissed.
What?
A little irresponsible.
Yeah,
Oh, she
she
was-
left him there.
Like my mother, you have all met my mother. She is an
Mrs.
angel
Dog.
sent from heaven above. She to this day has never been more mad at me than me finding it was. I don't know why I was it was like a fort building thing. I don't even know. It was like little styrofoam like poles, and you could form a fort with them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a big box, so it was in the trunk of my mom's car in the garage. And I went back there either to like play in the car, which is a weird thing that I didn't do often, and I don't know why I was doing that, or she asked me to go get something from the car, and I like peeked in the trunk for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Either way, found it and ran inside and was like, oh my God, the fort thing is in the back of the car. And that was like the only time I've ever gotten sent to my room. And she was like, why did you look in the back of the car? Like, I didn't tell you to look back there. And I also at that point had found her hiding spot for our other gifts. So it was my mother maybe not the best hider of presents in the world. So I just found it. And then at that point I was kind of like, I see what's going on here.
Did they have
Was
a
it a
conversation?
rule not to look back there?
No, I think it was just
why
like,
would you get in trouble for that? That's
I think I just like looked, I think like, I don't know why I did it to this day. I just like looked in the trunk and it was sitting right there. And she was like, why would you look back there? She must have told me not to and I didn't listen or something.
that sounds like how do you punish a kid for
Looking in the
looking
trunk.
somewhere where it wasn't a rule where they couldn't look?
Right. And the other times when I found the other gifts before this incident, I just kept my mouth shut. But yeah, no. I found her presents and then the lore was up. But then I had to keep, I'm still not allowed to say in my house Santa isn't real.
That is a real conspiracy theory.
Like she doesn't let like every present that my brother and I still get, Santa.
I'm curious because I've heard a lot of different answers on this, how y'all's parents did Christmas. So when I would wake up on Christmas, you would go downstairs and there would be a bunch of presents that were unwrapped, and those were from Santa.
Oh.
But then there would also be some that were from my parents, and those were wrapped.
I love that from your parents. They were like, you know what? Fuck that. We're
Yeah,
not.
right.
We're not going to wrap any
That's
extra
so
presents.
smart.
Yeah.
Well, so Santa left all the stuff out, but then there were a few that were from our parents that were wrapped. But then I've heard people who were like, no, my parents didn't. Everything was from Santa.
Yeah.
No, there would be like 2 things that would be from Santa, and they were wrapped, and then there would be like 2 things from my parents,
yeah.
and those were also wrapped.
Oh, everything was from Santa.
Oh, everything was?
Everything, maybe if they were like, maybe if there was a trip or something involved, it'd be from my parents. But again, to this day, everything is from Santa.
See, I feel bad for like if you're a parent out there and
You get no recognition.
You're scraping together Christmas, and then it's like, thank you, Santa.
Yeah.
It's like Santa didn't work a double
Santa's
shift.
taking a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, to this day. Like, I'll be like, now when my brother and I are full adults, I'll be like, oh my God, thank you guys so much. And she's like, don't thank me. Thank Santa.
That is a conspiracy theory, though, in real life.
What?
Santa.
That he's still real?
That he's still actually real?
It's maybe the biggest conspiracy in the
still
world.
is not the right word. But
That like every parent has a secret agreement with everybody else to lie to their children.
Yeah. I mean, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy,
Yeah.
Santa.
I believe in the magic of Santa.
I do too.
That's what my
Yeah,
mom says.
yeah.
Yeah. The spirit
Yeah.
Yes.
My
I
mom
believe in
says
the
if
spirit.
Santa dies, so does Christmas.
of Saint Nick.
damn.
Some years I'll buy myself something and wrap it and say it's from Santa, so I can open it on Christmas.
That's fucking cute.
That's
I
wild.
did that. Santa got me tickets to the Falcons Seahawks playoff game in 2016.
Santa really knows you.
Yeah, no. I did it a couple years ago too. I forget what it was. I need to get something this year.
There's this thing I have with my little one. She still thinks Santa's real, and so like you can call this number, and it's Santa, and he's like ho ho ho, like he does the whole thing, and you can talk to him and leave a message or whatever. It's cute.
Do you do the
That's really
Santa
cute.
tracker?
No, it's a Santa tracker.
On Christmas Eve, it's NORAD. They have a tracker that shows you where Santa is all night.
Oh, that's lit.
And so
I'm gonna
then
do that.
you can, like, when he starts to get close, you can tell your kids, like, you better go to bed because Santa's in Dallas.
Wait, yeah, what do you do for it, Arian? Like, how do you go about it?
For Santa?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, is everything from Santa?
Yeah, no, everything from Santa.
Mm.
Yeah, no.
Except the trust fund.
They'll
Except the
find
trust
out
fund.
sooner or later. Dad had many knee surgeries so that they can have a good time. I don't need the praise right now.
Yeah.
I'll have my day.
What about with the trust fund though? What if that's also from Santa?
That's the trust fund from Santa.
Santa played 8 years in the
no.
NFL.
No, fuck that and fuck Santa. I feel all these pains. Yeah. You don't give me my flowers for that one.
Santa went undrafted and put together a hell of a career. Nobody believed in Santa.
That's funny.
Santa had to grind it out every single day and prove himself. And then Santa worked for very low pay compared to all the other Santas.
But only for 2 years.
Only for 2 years, and then it was time to get Santa recognized.
A raise.
And then one foggy Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
My brother one time, like the kids at school when he was younger, told him Santa wasn't real, and he came home and said to my mom, like, oh, they told me Santa's not real. And like off the top of her head, she was like, well, then who would get mom and dad presents? And my brother was like, oh yeah, you're so right.
Oh, that was a quick thinking.
Good
And
point.
it's like
Quick thinking.
it's like her favorite thing to this day. She was like, that was so smart that I said that.
That is
It
good.
is.
I was such a dumbass as a kid.
Yeah.
My-
He's like, yeah, okay, sure.
My grandfather would come over on Christmas Eve, and then he would like leave Christmas Eve dinner, and he'd go out in the backyard, and he'd get he had like a long stick or something that he would use and start like tapping on the roof, and we'd be like, oh, the reindeer are here. And then he would come back in wearing like long john pajamas and a white beard and a red hat. And be like, oh, Santa's here. But then that was a different Santa than the one that would show up Christmas morning, because we would open his presents Christmas Eve, and then Christmas morning I go into my living room, and there'd be new presents there from second Santa.
Mm-hmm.
I was an idiot.
Yeah, I had a Santa party too growing up. Like
Was it-
my neighbors would do the same thing.
I was a moron. Best Christmas gift I ever got, a dog. Got a family dog, but the dog wasn't there on Christmas.
Horrible gift.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Christmas present was my parents saying, we've talked it over and we're going to get a dog.
That's
And I was like, oh, I was super excited. I was like, cool. Wait, is it here? They're like, no, we have to find which dog we want to get.
Oh, they didn't even pick out. It wasn't like it's 6 weeks old and we have to wait 2 weeks.
No.
They were just like,
Gave you
the idea of
gave
a
you
dog.
An IOU for Christmas.
We have acknowledged, we have permitted a dog. We've issued a permit to have a house dog.
That's a good fuck. We didn't get him anything. You gotta scramble. That's
Yeah.
what it sounds like.
No, the funniest was when like something wouldn't get shipped in time, so my parents would print out a photo of it
Oh,
and be
yeah.
like, "This is coming.
Yeah.
You got this." Like, okay.
Yeah.
That is kind of we talked after you left the other day. There was a video of a mall in the 90s during Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I lamented the death of the American mall. But, now that everything's bought online and there's all sorts of shipping nightmares, I have to imagine that there's a bunch of, every year, thousands of millions of Christmas presents are just, oh, you'll get this in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yes. I mean, sometimes you order things like a few weeks in advance. They still don't arrive.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on a couple things that were supposed to be here a week ago.
Yeah. The mall is still somewhat relevant, right?
No.
No
No,
one goes to the mall?
they're
Like for the
dead.
movie theater.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you got there.
Depends how good your mall is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a good mall growing up. It had, the Auntie Anne's pretzels, Hot Topic.
The mall used to be cool,
Yeah.
and now it's just completely dead.
You would go there on a Friday, and sometimes you wouldn't buy shit, but you would like walk around, cause trouble, maybe hold hands.
And I'm not even old enough. Did y'all have like arcades in the mall?
No, I never went. We didn't have like an arcade like that.
That would have been so sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do kids do on Fridays now?
My daughter's 15. I've dropped her off at the mall still. It's not. I think it's not like it was, but it's still, like I hadn't been to the mall for a while, and I took her in the weekend. It's Houston has a pretty big mall, and it was fucking packed. Like it was packed. I had never seen this mall like that. And maybe I always go during the weekday though, because my schedules are different than normal people. But it was packed when I went, and so and like I said, I dropped my daughter off, so it's still thriving. It's not like it was, but it's still there.
Well, Houston's got some good ones.
Yeah.
Galleria.
Yeah, the Galleria. That's the mall it was.
Yeah, it's a solid mall.
They got an ice skating rink in it. Pretty good food court. High end store.
Got a Rainforest Cafe?
They do.
Oh, hell yeah. Then it is a good mall.
It's an anchor.
Your malls have rainforest cafes?
That's how you know if it's a good
Mine
mall
did.
or not.
Yours did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Well, there's only like 20 left.
I know.
In the world?
Yeah.
Word?
Hang on, I'll tell
Verify that.
Yeah, you didn't go to the mall to like go shopping. You went to the mall to see and be seen.
There are 23 Rainforest Cafes left in the world, with 16 operating in the United States.
Damn.
Wow.
You should feel so lucky.
Their headquarters is in Houston, actually.
They have dinosaurs?
No, but there is a dinosaur version of it.
Okay.
Why are they so?
I guess nobody appreciates the frog cup slushy anymore. It's a shame.
I guess I've always liked the decor, but I admittedly have never been in that motherfucker.
Oh, you got it. We got to go to a Rainforest
check it out.
Cafe.
I see that shit all the time. I'm like, that's a cool restaurant. Looking.
Is there one here?
You go
There was, it's closed.
You go
So
there-
yeah, there's one like downtown. There used to be.
Yeah. I've been to that one.
We got to find the closest Rainforest Cafe
Here.
because if you've never been, I'm seeing Gurney Mills, Illinois. Where is that?
Do you think Rainforest Cafes have like regulars?
I hope not.
Like how Biz goes to Houston's 4 to 5 times a week, gets the salad. Do you think there's anybody out there that like as a single guy just goes to Rainforest Cafe, sits at the bar, gets a big chopped salad?
That'd be crazy.
Gurney Mills, 45-minute
Yeah,
drive.
this is like where Brandon lives. We can go there.
Okay.
It's in a mall.
Yeah, we should go.
Rainforest Cafe rocks.
Also, next to a Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh yeah, I think there's an F-18 simulator out there.
We should have a day in Gurney Hills.
I went out there. I went out there last year. Landed the F-18 on a carrier. It was sick. In VR.
There's some good mantiquing spots out there too.
Yeah, let's make a day.
Why not?
Day trip to Gurney Mills.
Hell yeah. This looks like a poppin' mall.
Speaking of dinosaurs, I saw something awesome on, I think it was Friday night. There's an Uber that drives around Chicago, and it's called Jurassic Uber. I drove past it, and it was like the Ford Explorer from the Jurassic Park movies that had like all the colors on the outside and shit. It was painted to look like the Jurassic Park truck that drives around on the amusement park. And so I tried to look it up because I was like, I want to get a ride in this thing. And it's just a regular Uber. You just have to have like luck of the draw.
It's like the cash cab.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just fixing to ask, would you rather ride in the Jurassic Uber or Cash Cab?
Cash cab.
I would make so much money in the cash cab.
That used to be my favorite show.
I would clean
What
up.
is the cash cab?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it's the best
So
show
we're
ever.
gonna spend. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're gonna watch Cash Cab. Then we're gonna head up to Gurney, Illinois, and we're gonna go to Rainforest Cafe and the mall. All right, this is gonna be a whole thing. Cash Cab was a show where there was one taxi in New York City that real people would get in, and he'd be like, where are you going? 45th and 8th? Okay, start the ride. And then lights would all come on, going crazy in the car. And he'd be like, you're on the Cash Cab. It's time to play a game show. And it was a trivia show while you did your ride. So if your ride was 12 blocks, you had 12 blocks to make as much money as you could. And
That's lit.
It was awesome. And then at the end, however much you made, you could do a double or nothing question. Video bonus questions. as a matter of fact.
Would you do bonus like
Of
always?
course.
Yeah.
And you could get help from passerby sometimes, right? You had
Yeah.
like one of those where you could just roll down the
Roll down
window
the
and ask
window.
somebody.
Yeah, it was like phone a friend and like a stranger on the street.
Yeah,
was
well-
like the lifeline.
Welcome to Cash Cab. What's your name? Fuck. It's Luigi Mangione.
He's like, I'm trying to
shit.
escape.
God damn it.
Wait.
What are the chances of this?
Okay.
You're going to Newark. We got quite a long ride.
Can you look up? I bet you they have some of the questions from Cash Cab.
Yeah. Also, then we need to do secret MLK during this day as well.
Okay.
Okay. Cash cab flashcards.
Let's look up some
Yeah,
questions.
you ask us, and we'll play Cash Cab.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my dream.
They have a Quizlet.
I'm there right now.
Okay. Ready? Wait, should we time this or is this just doing it?
How about
just-
how about Big T gets 5 questions?
Okay.
Then I'll get 5 questions. If Big T can beat me, however many points he beats me by, I'll give him $100 for each question.
Deal.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, sign me up.
Okay, number 1. What is the name of the city that the superhero Batman lives?
Lives or is from?
Lives in.
Well, shit, I've never. Is it?
What?
Does he live in? I'm gonna say Krypton because I know that's where he's from.
Oh my god!
Is it Chicago?
So-
No.
What the fuck, Big T?
That's so bad.
Wait, no, it's Metropolis.
No, stop.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's
No.
making it worse. You're making it worse.
What is it?
Wait, do I say?
Wait, do I get a chance to? I
Wait,
think
no,
I get
your
5
questions
separate
are
questions.
different.
Can I
No.
just tell you the answer?
It's Metropolis.
No, you're thinking about Superman, you moron.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
she said.
Superman.
No, I didn't. I said
said
Batman.
Batman.
Oh, Batman lives in fucking Gotham.
Yeah.
That's, you said
No.
she said Superman.
No, she didn't.
She didn't.
I was gonna say.
She said
I'm
Superman.
not Batman.
I said Batman.
That's why we
Rewind
all
it.
What a
react to
load
it.
of.
D-
Oh.
Does he live in Gotham or Gotham City?
It says Gotham.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, well,
Wow,
that, I
Big
mean,
T.
Either
He's
one
from
would-
Krypton.
give me a break.
Krypton shit threw me. I was like, bro, what the?
Does Superman live in Metropolis?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
I said
Yeah.
Batman, didn't I?
She said Batman.
Listen, the
Okay.
Cash
I
Cab.
guess.
Because I
guess.
knew the answer and like I know nothing about
Same.
Batman except that he lives in
Yeah,
Gotham.
no, okay.
Are the
Okay.
lights too bright for Big T?
Okay, next question.
Yeah, let me lock in. Shit. Okay.
Okay, this one should be good for you.
Okay.
What sport is Babe Ruth associated with?
Baseball. There's no way these are real Cash Cab questions.
That-
This is what I'm looking. Who was the director of Jaws and Jurassic Park?
Are those Spielberg?
Yep. What is Chef Tiller's first name?
Chef Tiller?
That's dumb. I'm skipping that.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
wait,
that is
wait,
dumb. We're
wait,
skipping
wait,
that.
wait.
No, it's dumb and we're skipping it.
Can I not do
Yes, no, Madeline said it. I wasn't
Okay,
going to request
all
that.
right.
that? Okay.
Wait, what is Chef Tiller's first name?
Brian?
Okay.
Who is Brian
I knew that.
Tillers? Okay. What movie series of 9 movies has made a total of almost $9.5 billion?
So it's not. I think that's 8. I'm going to say, but that's more than 9. Fuck. I'm going to say the Harry Potter, final answer.
Star Wars.
Damn it. Harry Potter's 8.
Okay, next and last question for you. According to its co-founder and CEO Reed Hastings, what .com giant was inspired by a $40 late fee for the movie Apollo 13?
Netflix.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
3 out of 5.
I mean, that should have been okay.
Okay. PFT.
Uh-huh.
In baseball, what is the highest reward you can get? Highest award you can get.
The highest award you can get for
No further
Pitcher.
clarification.
then it would be MVP.
Not on here.
Like the whole sport.
A World Series.
Well,
Also not the answer.
Oh.
Hall of Fame?
Also not the answer.
I have
This
no
is a
idea what
fucked
it
up
is.
question.
No, yeah,
Cab
that's
isn't
Are they
right
asking
then.
for
the question you
All-Star?
were asked.
All-Star? Cy Young?
No.
Wh-
Golden Glove.
Wait, that's
Oh no, that was
That's
the
the
answer.
answer.
I'm sorry.
say the question again.
in baseball, what is the highest award you can
This
get?
is-
Yeah, no,
This
that
is
yeah, Gold
fucked
Glove,
up.
Gold Glove, very good award.
That's what it says.
They only give out 9 of them per year to each league.
Yeah, no,
That's the answer. Okay.
more like that, more of those.
What was the last name of the Italian leader right before World War II?
Right before World War II?
These are just
I mean, it's got to be Benito Mussolini.
ding ding ding. Yes.
Okay.
She asked for the last name. You gave both. I don't.
Oh wait, it's excuse me? It's saying I have to subscribe. Wait, I still have an account. Hold on. Pause for 1 second. I have to log in
Okay.
to my Quizlet from fucking high school.
I can't believe I did Superman. What a load
That
of
was
shit.
that was hilarious. Didn't double down.
Big T, if you had
Okay.
gotten the Golden Glove question, you would have flipped this table over.
Yes.
100. Yes. For
Okay.
Sure. But I didn't.
It's the luck of the cash cab.
How did World War II end for the United States?
What a.
We let's see. We won. We signed a treaty with Hirohito and Japan. We defeated Japan by dropping an atomic bomb on them.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I have an ad.
It's actually two.
Quizlet has become a crock of shit. Okay. What is the capital of California?
Sacramento.
Yes.
I mean, we're
So 3 out of 4.
lobbing them up there.
Is that 4?
I
So I
it's
think I have one more.
3 out of 4. I missed the Golden Glove one.
Wait, so you have one more because you do 5.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give him another softball.
Yeah, you're Gotham, bro.
Yeah, no, that was my fault, I guess.
I'll do a city. This one is a city one because of Gotham. What is the name of the city to which the Simpsons live?
Springfield.
Correct.
Big T owes me $100.
That wasn't part of the deal.
Arian, do you
That
want to do cash
sucks.
cab questions?
Yeah, let's do it. Run it.
What is the most popular soda in the United States?
Oh, it's Coca-Cola.
Ding. What is the
Could be
tallest?
Dr. Pepper though.
What is the tallest mammal?
Giraffe.
Yes.
What about a blue whale standing on its fin?
That would be the tallest mammal, but
Right.
Something to think about.
What sea-dwelling animal weighs up to 4 tons?
that would have to be the blue whale.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
I was gonna get that anyway, though. I was gonna get that anyway.
What year did
funny.
Christopher Columbus discover what is now the United States?
Oh,
Come on.
Oh, there's no way.
There's a
This is
rhyme.
worse than
Cover it?
Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
100%.
It is.
There's a rhyme.
Um,
Arian.
16.
Oh,
my God.
15.
Oh, no.
I don't fucking know, bro. 1540.
when did he sail the ocean blue, bro?
1492.
1552.
1492.
1492. Yeah.
Okay, that's one. How many ounces are in a gallon?
Oh, I think I know that, but I'm not positive.
How many ounces in a guess? 32, 33.
You are so wrong.
I think it's
insane.
64.
You are also so wrong. It's
Is it
insane.
66?
It's 128.
Oh,
Oh.
Fuck me.
Yep, that's a 5 as well.
Damn.
So it's
On that
64 is a half gallon.
I
That would
suppose
be
so.
correct.
That makes sense. Okay.
That was fun.
All right. Cash Cab.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
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 Cash Cab was brought to you by our good friends at Steven Singer Jewelers. Christmas is next week. Don't miss out on the #1 gift from Steven Singer Jewelers, diamond stud earrings. Steven has the most beautiful, best value, real, natural diamond studs anywhere. Choose a great pair of Anita diamond stud earrings starting at just $298. Steven makes it so easy to buy real diamond jewelry for someone that you love. Steven's real diamond studs are flawless to the eye. They're near colorless, and they come with his unbeatable full value lifetime trade-in. You can trade up your diamond studs anytime and receive exactly what you paid towards a larger pair. Steven also has the best guarantee in the business. It's a 100-day, 100% no hassle money back guarantee. Don't wait any longer. This is your last chance. Don't wait any longer. You can get the #1 gift, Anita diamond stud earrings. Go right now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Order with free shipping to arrive in time for Christmas, or visit Steven's showroom at the other corner of 8th Walnut in Philly. Check it out. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler that you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Okay. Do we have any questions that we've intercepted today?
Yes, we do.
What are we intercepting?
We are intercepting our friends at the Joe Budden podcast.
Okay, great.
That's the homie. Shout out to Joe.
Are you friends with him?
Yeah, that's my dog.
Oh, I didn't know that. Joe Budden podcast. Okay. First question. Why did my ex unfollow me when I announced I'm pregnant, but he still follows other exes of his?
He don't fuck with you.
I fear you are worried about something that is not important at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're growing a human being inside of your body.
And you're checking his following.
Yeah. Sounds like you're still into him.
It sounds like they both are because I feel like.
But he unfollowed her.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he still follows other exes of his.
He couldn't even bear to see that she was pregnant with someone else's child.
Good point.
And she also noticed that he unfollowed her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't you have an ultrasound to go to?
Yeah, if you know that shit, you too involved, and you gotta log off. Like, I have no idea who is or is not following me. I have no clue.
True.
I don't care enough.
So that
You
means
should
that
not
you checked out his profile.
And you clicked on his following.
Yeah, well, first of all, you clicked on his profile and saw that because you were trying to see what he was up to.
Mm-hmm.
Then you saw he wasn't following you. Then you clicked on his following, and then you cycled through and identified his exes. Go take a multivitamin.
Yeah, you have too. You're too involved. You're way too involved. Like,
Touch
it has
grass.
nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
It's not real life either. Social media is not real life, dog. Like,
Yeah.
let it
Your
go.
baby is.
Yeah, you're now burying his child, and
No, not
you
his
focus
child.
on-
Someone else's child.
Oh, it's somebody else's child.
Yeah.
No, yeah, not the ex's child.
Oh.
Now, if it was the ex's child,
That's a different.
you should probably still be following her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
To
be on
get-
good terms.
To get baby
No.
updates.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Matter of fact, hell no. Not everybody's. No.
Honestly,
I would much rather not know what's going on in your personal life.
But she's going to post pictures of the baby.
I got some time with him. I'm straight. All right.
Fair
All right.
enough.
I don't want to know. I don't want to see you. I wish it wasn't like that, but it's just unfortunately.
Okay.
That's how the relationship bears out sometimes.
okay, next one. My girlfriend of 6 months took me to Colombia for my birthday. She told me lately how she was feeling about something I did when we first started talking that she never got past but wanted to wait until after our trip to say it. But we got drunk on the trip and it came out. She apologized for letting us get this far, but our love was so much Our love was so much fun, we decided to remain friends and still talk, just a little less. Fast forward a week later, and we are still very codependent on each other, still saying I love you, you're mine on the phone for hours. The same thing we were doing before. Is there an easy way to let someone go that became your best friend and stop acting like a couple? Block them.
Wait, so they broke up?
They broke up because
Okay.
so they were dating for 6 months. Apparently, the girl could not get over something that the guy did early on in the relationship.
I want to know what he did.
I do
That's
too.
important.
That was not revealed. But
It makes a big difference.
so they broke up because something he did early in the relationship that she couldn't get past, but they're still acting as if they're a couple. Block them. Stop talking to them.
Nah, that's toxic, Maddie.
Do not
No,
I'm toxic?
No, I
That's
disagree.
That's toxic. That's toxic.
Wait.
No, it's not.
Toxic.
Blocking
why,
your ex.
Why block? Why block?
So you,
Do what you need to do to not interact with
That
them
person's
anymore.
not in your life anymore. There's no reason
that-
to be following
but
them on Instagram.
It's
But
not
that-
against them. It is for you.
Calm out. Calm down, ladies. Relax. Hold on. It wasn't me. This is our hypothetical.
I'm very
down.
passionate about blocking people.
I'm curious as y'all's mindset because they were obviously really good friends. They had a good relationship, right? They didn't part on, yo, you cheated on me, you did me wrong. There was no toxicity.
But
in
he
the
did
parting.
something at some point.
We don't know. But it was at the beginning of the relationship.
But she couldn't get
Obviously,
past it.
It wasn't bad enough to continue on with the relationship. So if that's the case, she has already made some kind of peace with it. She just doesn't want to. I know we're filling in a lot of blanks here, but my whole point is, if there is no toxicity, you can still enjoy another human being and enjoy having them in their lives without blocking them. Blocking them that's harsh. That's toxic.
But this man is asking, is there an easy way to let someone go and stop acting like a couple?
Well,
That's the question he's asking.
it sounds-
That's my answer.
It sounds to me like you guys didn't actually break up.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did not break
It sounds
up.
like you had a fight.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, also that.
But
And that you're
there's a lot of love there. So why are we blocking?
why
Because he's asking, how do we stop acting like a couple? This is how you do it.
well
Cut it off.
one
Toxic.
one good way to stop
No.
acting like a couple is to stop having hour-long conversations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mean, that-
and saying I love you in your mind.
I'd say that before blocking them, but
They're not broken up.
they're not broken
No.
up. Yeah, that's insane.
Not
and,
a breakup.
And that hurts more over the long term than cutting it at the source.
Yeah, like someone in the long run, like, will start either keeping their feelings or the other one won't. And
Or
then-
someone's gonna move on.
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, well, we were broken up, even though they were having conversations every night.
And again, cut it off.
There's ways to handle that without being toxic.
I don't
There's
think
ways to
blocking is
sort through
toxic.
your-
No, like if you're
There's ways-
broken up, like I never want to talk to you again. Like that's how it works. You know what I mean?
Wild.
Like
Even if they didn't do anything to you.
we're broken up. Like
I've
we're-
never-
you don't want to be in my life, then you're not gonna be. Like, that's that.
I've never blocked an ex, but I have unfollowed them where need be for my own peace of mind.
Yeah, and then
but that's a different conversation.
It's for your own
But
well-being.
For
that-
your own
that's
actually, Arian, you were with me a night I had to do this. And you suggested this to me.
But
That's just the what?
Cut it off. Block.
that's a much different conversation. That's having a conversation about somebody who like you've broken up with, and you make yourself feel bad because you keep looking at like their social media, and it's not being productive for you, and you don't want to have any involvement. These people, they're still very much in love with each other.
But if again, we're assuming things. If what this person did to this girl is bad enough that she cannot get past it,
We don't know that he did anything to her.
It could have just been like she got the ick.
Yeah.
Or something.
it said it was something I did when we first started talking that she never got past.
But then if
Maybe he didn't wash his hands one time.
yeah, like it could be stupid. We don't know.
It could be stupid, but I'm also thinking if she never got past it and it's 6 months later, it was enough that it's like, I can't be with you forever.
Right.
Like, if it's like, oh, you know, I
He's
saw skid
basically
marks in your
asking-
boxers or whatever, like, that's a different story.
He's like asking, how do we break up? Because they're clearly not broken up yet.
Yeah.
You have to.
Have y'all ever this is maybe an age thing, an experience thing. Have y'all ever had a ex that you genuinely enjoyed as a human being that you are in good standing with, but not necessarily romantic with?
Yes.
So why do we automatically go for the block button?
Because I'm not saying that every situation is like that. I'm saying this situation is like that.
Okay, I thought just we blocking. Okay, I got you. Okay, yeah.
Not every situation, but I'm
Oh yeah,
saying,
no, it's very specific.
I'm saying for this situation, this is the quickest way to deal with it. No, no.
Not me.
Yeah, I don't think we block here. I think we
At least unfollow.
I think you have to reassess how y'all's relationship is. Do we want to be friends or do we want to continue to try to be romantic? You gotta talk about that. Have a real conversation. Because if you have hour-long conversations with somebody you're not, that's giving, mixed signals, in my opinion.
Yeah, because if it goes on too long, then like you're both just gonna get hurt 10 times worse than if you just cut it off right now.
Or you might get back together.
Right. But it sounds like they never
Are.
Yeah, they never weren't together if they're still talking this often.
Just book another trip to Colombia.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
run it
go
back.
back to Colombia, see what happens this time.
Yeah.
So take what you want from that.
Sorry, that was really aggressive at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was jumping.
I
Fuck
just
that, block his ass there.
No, it's
Oh,
helpful for like
it's helpful.
sometimes personally it's helpful to block people for your own like
Out of sight, out of mind.
well-being.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Also, that
That's my experience in the
disagree
past.
With that. I don't disagree with that notion. I just think sometimes that can elicit like a triggering behavior from the other person too. Because like if I'm blocked and I didn't do anything to you, that's fucked up.
Maybe at
You know
this
what I'm
point,
saying?
if you guys are still like on mutual, if you guys are like still cool and saying
That's-
I love
that's
you,
what I mean.
maybe you
Yeah,
got to be
that's what I
like,
mean.
hey, I have to block you for a little bit to like figure my own shit out.
Get away
This is
from
nothing
that.
against you.
I feel like you have to communicate
Yeah,
that though.
yeah. Communicate it.
Yeah,
Say,
yeah.
hey, this is hurting me. If we're still in this like halfway in between moment, I need to block you. It's not because you're a bad person. I just need to heal on my own.
it's also, ladies, little advice for you.
Okay. way.
If you're gonna break up with your boyfriend, maybe the worst place to do it in the world is Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering why she even went on the
Yeah.
trip. Like,
So you break up with him, and then he's immediately surrounded by gorgeous women everywhere, and I'm pretty sure prostitution is legal there,
And drugs.
and a lot of drugs.
Yeah, it's not just gorgeous women. It's like objectively gorgeous
Yeah,
women.
that's like if you're a guy and you dump your girlfriend in the lobby of Thunder from Down Under in Vegas.
What's Thunder from Down Under?
That's the Australian guys that take their clothes off.
Oh, like Magic Mike?
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah. Don't do that either.
like that guy was probably once the conversation started going in a bad direction, he was probably like, "Let's just break up.
I'm in Colombia.
I'm okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll break up. We're good.
all right, see ya.
Talk to you later."
Get out of here.
Yeah. But take what you want from that. I don't know. Okay. Next one. Joe mentioned his girlfriend calling him thirsty. How would you handle it if you noticed your partner was sending "Happy Sunday" or similar texts accompanied with a picture of their dogs in bed to other men? They claim it's just friends.
Wait, so
Wait, is he straight?
Yeah.
all right, so
That's kind of fun.
I don't think that this is what
No.
his girlfriend was doing, but he's saying like, would you be cool if your girlfriend was sending pictures of their dogs,
To other
saying
men.
"Happy Sunday"?
Oh, okay. I
to
thought you were
another
saying
guy
the guy was
who's
sending
just a friend.
his guy friends. That. And I'm like,
No.
yeah, that's fun of them.
Like
Okay,
if you
yeah.
had a boyfriend but you were sending Tom, Dick, and Harry "Happy Sunday" with
Yeah,
your
that's
dog.
weird.
That's so weird.
Is that totally weird?
That's
No, it depends on the
wait.
person.
And it
I'm
depends on the
confused.
picture too.
Happy Sunday is an odd, like a
He's sending Happy Sunday pictures of himself and his dogs to
no.
his home.
The girlfriend, someone's girlfriend, is sending "Happy Sunday" and similar semi-flirtatious text messages and pictures to other men that are not the boyfriend of
Do you think
this
that
woman.
pictures
Oh,
of dogs? Do you
yeah.
think that's semi-flirtatious?
Well, you did that to
Yes.
us last week.
I did.
yes.
Yeah, I sent that. I dropped.
that
a
was
nu-
a nude.
I dropped
That
a
was a
nude
nude.
in the group chat of my dog.
Tell me if I'm crazy. I think sending "Happy Sunday" to anyone with a picture of your dog is really weird. If you either have something to say or you don't.
Yeah, like, is there
Yeah.
a conversation happening
You're
beforehand?
just trying to slide in.
Yeah, if some
Yeah,
I
I can
agree
see
with
that.
Big T.
I'm in agreement with you.
That's like a what's up? You might as well just be like, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yep.
What are you up to?
You up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You up? Yeah, it's a you up text.
What you
1000%.
doing?"
It's leaving the door open.
Yeah, it's an innocent "What you doing?"
Mhm.
Yeah, like even if it is innocent, it's like kind of weird.
Why
It-
are you sending other men pictures?
If it's family, if it's like your kids,
That's different.
and you like know their kids, and they're like wearing like some sort of like Halloween outfit or something, like check us out, like that to me seems innocent.
Even then, I don't know. Even then, it could get dicey. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's
I think it's the wording. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
sending pictures of your dog, unless it's like all the time, you're like, update on little Joey.
Yeah.
Like, then that'd be weird. But like, if you're just sending a picture of a dog to a guy being like, oh, this is my dog.
I
does
still
this nigga
just
need
think
to
it's like
know
weird. Like, why
how
are you
my
doing
dogs
it?
are doing?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? Why does this nigga need to know about my dogs?
Like, yeah, like I just think it opens up the door for less innocent behavior.
Yeah,
It's exactly what it is. That is thirsty, 1000%.
so you should be thumbs downing those pictures that you get.
Or not responding. Don't encourage the behavior.
Block her.
Block.
It's your answer to everything.
Yeah,
Mackenzie-
y'all are toxic with the
Mackenzie-
No,
block.
I've only ever blocked like
Nah,
one
y'all be
person in
blocking
my
this shit. I
life.
would like to see y'all's block list and all
I
that.
don't
I
block.
literally only have
Mackenzie
one
does.
person I've ever blocked in my life.
Yeah.
Q&A is also brought to you by DraftKings. It's the most wonderful time of the year for getting in on all the hoops, football, and hockey action at DraftKings Sportsbook. In the season of giving, we're being gifted college football and basketball, pro football and basketball, and pro hockey too, almost 24/7. So many games every day, so many opportunities to place your first bet. Try betting on something simple, like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, place your bet, and here's a gift for all new customers. Bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use code MACRO. It's code MACRO for new customers. Get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Happy holidays from DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right, we got any more questions?
One more in the spirit of Christmas.
Okay.
If you are married or in a relationship, can you receive gifts from the opposite sex?
No.
Unless it's like your mom or your dad.
I don't think they're talking about that.
I know.
I think it all depends.
Yeah.
It does.
Certain
I think it does.
circumstances.
Like if it's a trinket or something.
So you're saying it's dependent upon the gift?
I think so. Yeah.
I was
I think
going to
it's
say it's
dependent upon the
dependent upon
relationship.
yeah,
The person.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
The person and the gift. I think it's a combination. Like if you are in a relationship and somebody of the opposite sex got you and your person like tickets to something,
That's cool.
right?
Okay, but that's not just you.
Or if they get you like a gift card to a restaurant.
Getting into
With the idea that you're going to take your significant other to that restaurant.
then you gotta put such and such Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Not many women are gonna be okay going to dinner on some other girl's dime.
You don't think
You
so?
know what I mean? Nah, you might be right about that. But it just like I said, you leaving the door open. Like why we don't need the gift.
Also, what Big T was saying earlier, like the adult present giving. Like, why am I giving this person a Christmas present?
Yeah.
Just think about the people that you give gifts that aren't coworkers. It's just rare to give somebody of the opposite sex a gift
Yeah.
without any kind of romantic anything involved. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's very rare. Like I have probably one, aside from anybody that I work with, I may have one woman in my life that if she gave me something, I wouldn't even think nothing of it. But other than that, I would think you have feelings for me.
Does it matter the attractiveness level of the woman that's giving you the gift?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Also
Yeah.
the age. If it's
What do you mean?
if it's somebody who's like 40 years older than you.
Are you talking about me specifically?
Yeah, this probably doesn't apply to you. But if you're dating somebody that's your own age and then one of their coworkers who is like 40 years older gets you like, "Oh, I know that you're a fan of this team. I got you this hat because I saw it."
I think coworkers can get like you have a little bit more leeway than just a random.
Agreed.
Because like coworker, we share an environment, and more often times than not, people have like work wives and work husbands. That's a thing.
I don't like that though.
That's life, though.
The work wife, work husband.
Yeah,
Like,
not necessarily. Like not.
How
like
many
a
guys
literal-
do you think would be comfortable telling their actual wives, "Oh, I was talking to my work wife today"?
I think
all
having
black market.
having one is bad, but using that terminology is infinitely worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if you actually call someone that,
Yeah.
that's insane.
I've
Yeah.
heard a woman refer to somebody as their work husband before
That's nuts.
Just tell
Around-
me you were having sex.
around their actual husband.
Yeah, that's like.
Unless
That's
he's like a
nuts.
gay man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless they're gay.
Like, oh, my work.
And if they're
Yeah,
not,
that changed.
if they're not, just tell your husband that he's gay.
Yeah, true.
Or just
Don't
don't
worry
call
about
them
it.
your work husband around your actual husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens a lot though, man. It happens a lot to where people are very flirtatious in the work environments. I mean, you spend a lot more time if you work a job. Like you spend a lot of time with these people.
Yeah. Big
And-
Cat's my work husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, did you have a work husband in the NFL?
I had really close friends.
Andre? Was Andre Johnson your work hubby?
Nah, he was never my work husband. He was always standoffish. He didn't talk much.
Yeah.
I would say it's my man's Jonathan Grimes.
Oh yeah?
Jonathan Grimes. Yeah, he was a running back and a special teams dude, and we got really close. And that was my dog. Yeah, that was my work husband for sure.
Love that.
Was he when did he come into the league?
2012.
Oh, okay, he's not the guy I'm thinking of. Who is the guy? He was on Hard Knocks. He had the crazy socks. What was his name?
Charles James.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Okay, I got one last question. Question sponsored by Shady Rays. Get ready for game time with the latest addition to the Barstool Sports Rival Collection. The Barstool College. Shady Rays has partnered with Barstool Sports to bring you a new lineup of premium polarized shades that are perfect for showing off your team pride. The Barstool College collection features bold colorways inspired by some of the biggest names in college sports, ensuring that you will find the perfect pair to rep your team. Whether you're at the tailgate or in the stands, these shades deliver all-day comfort, top-notch performance. Plus, with Shady Rays hassle-free returns and exchanges, you can shop with confidence. Elevate your game day look with the Barstool College collection. Head over to shadyrays.com, use code MACRO, get 35% off polarized sunglasses. See for yourself why over 300,000 people have rated these shades 5 stars. I just ordered 4 new pairs of Shady Rays last week. They're awesome sunglasses. The polarized lenses and the premium ones, they are the clearest lenses you'll ever look through. They're durable, and they have the best returns in the business. Get 35% off. Go to shadyrays.com. Use promo code MACRO. All right, I have one last question for Arian, specifically. Arian,
Okay.
I'm guessing you didn't watch a lot of NFL yesterday.
I did not watch a game.
Okay. In the Colts-Broncos game,
Mhm.
Jonathan Taylor had the ball.
Did see that clip on Twitter, though.
Why? Why do players do this? Why do they drop the ball at the 1 yard line?
I don't know, dog. I've seen it so many times, and I never had the urge to do that. I've had long runs, I've had semi-long runs, and I've never had the urge to just drop the ball. I don't know. I think it's a lack of focus. It's a lapse where you just forget that you have to cross the line with the ball. To me, it's just a lack of focus, and I hate it because like it's one of those forever plays. It's always going to be like, but you did this because he's such a talented back, man. But I hate it. I remember when I was younger, Deshaun Jackson did that shit when he was playing the Cowboys, and I don't know. Every now and then you see cats do it. It's a lack of focus, man. It's a lack of focus.
And they always drop it behind them. If you need to drop it that badly, hold it out in front. Make a show of it. Cross the goal line.
Yeah.
Flip it up. Like, just hold it out in front.
Jump into the end zone.
Yeah. Do a whole thing.
Like if I was a coach, I'd be fine with my players doing the Marshawn, the hold my dick, jump into the end zone.
Yeah, make sure you just get in there.
Take the penalty, but score the touchdown.
You know what I do on NCAA when I break along, when you can taunt and you can celebrate, and I like to, you kind of jog and they slam the ball down on the goal line. Do that.
Yeah.
Then you know it's a cross.
That's a good one. Yeah, if I'm a coach, I tell my players, get all the unsportsmanlike penalties that you want after you're allowed to. Because that
I don't know if you want that either. But
that ensures that you'll get in the end zone.
One of my favorite college football memories of all time had nothing to do with my team.
Florida, Georgia.
Yes, Florida, Georgia. Fucking steal my thunder, Big T. But it was Florida, Georgia, for people that don't know. And it was just like a hype-ass game. Georgia versus Florida. It was a huge game. They played in a neutral site. And Mark Richt, love him. Mark Richt says, hey, the first score, we getting a penalty. You gonna be in trouble if you don't clear the bench. Clear the bench, and we're all dancing and celebrating in the end zone. And it was just one of the most beautiful displays of your fuck the rules, and we just gonna have fun. And he's like, I'll take it. The penalty's on me. It's all good. And when you see it, watch it live. It's like it got everybody hyped. And that, to me, that's what a player coach is somebody who understands. Like sometimes you can bend the rules as long as we have fun and do our job right. That was my favorite college football memory, and I wasn't even on their squad that year.
It was I forget if Florida did something the year before similar to that, or if they just beat them, but whatever, because it was 2007.
No, it's 2007. So that year, that was, I think, to get, what was it? It was for something, because we dog walked Georgia that year. And we made it to the SEC championship, but it was forced. It was forced. I forget what the stakes were, but it was because they talked about it after. It was just because he was like, it was the hype of the game was so much that he was just like, fuck it. Let's just get it out, and this penalty's on me. It was just a very rare thing that I'd never seen a coach acknowledge, like everybody's hype, and let's just do it. It was amazing.
Yeah, he sent the whole team out there onto the field.
Whole squad.
And
danced on that
they
year.
won that
Everybody was
game,
walking it
Georgia
out.
did.
That was amazing. It was amazing. I think more coaches should do that. This penalty's on me. Let's go have some fun.
Yep. I like it. Okay, well that was Nanodosing. Good show. We will see you guys on Thursday. Till then, love you guys.